Vicky Kearney from Belfast Lisburn Women's Aid talks to VIEW editor Brian Pelan about her work at Lisburn Police Station, where she supports female victims of domestic abuse, and tells of her disappointment that funding for this crucial position is ending in March.
So my name is Vicky Kearney and I am the Domestic Violence Liaison Officer based in Lisburn Police Station. And my job really is to be part and work alongside the LPT, that's the Lisburn policing team there, the response team. And these are the guys and girls who go out and respond immediately to 999 calls from victims of domestic violence. I work with female victims, so the idea is that as soon as the officers go out to the scene of an incident, as quickly and as skillfully as they can, they try and get consent from that woman to allow her for me to contact her. So really, there's a very important message in that, because sometimes, and those who understand domestic violence will know that if time passes, so maybe if you're looking for 2, 3, 4, 5 days pass, women understandably really try and normalise the situation, and that's sometimes where that minimising bit comes in. They try and kind of go, oh, it really wasn't that bad, and we're all right, and the kids are back to school, etc, etc. So the real point of this post that I have is to absolutely break right through that and try and get in contact with that woman really within a couple of hours. And in fact, I think the fastest time, one of the officers gave me a referral and I was actually on the phone speaking to that woman while she was sitting in the A&E department. So that's really fast response. And really at that point, all I'm doing is reassuring her that she's not alone. Isolation plays an enormous part in domestic violence. So undoubtedly by the time she's contacted police for support, that woman very probably has no one. Family have fallen away, friends have fallen away. So part of me contacting her at that stage is to remind her, guess what, you're not on your own. You now have us, a band of Women's Aid right behind you, and we'll be with you every step of the way.
Okay, so this post has been, you've been based in Lisburn Police Station for 5 years, and this post, the funding for it is ending in March.
It is, Brian.
And what's your views on that?
Well, you know, I'm really distressed about it, Brian, because while it was a huge culture shock for me to move from an all-women's organisation to be based in the police station, it is an incredibly important role, and I see that.
And it's only one of its type in Northern Ireland, like that?
Well, there are 2 other girls up in Antrim, Ballymena area as well. But I'm the only worker with Belfast and Lisburn Women's Aid that's based right in the heart of response, and that's exactly where I need to be.
And would you like to see the post being funded by someone else? I mean, how would you like to see the work continue that you're doing?
I think it's vital that it continues. I'm lucky enough that the financial side of it, we have a finance team in Belfast, Lisburn Women's Aid, who are frantically, as we speak, trying to secure funding for this post. You know, I have the easy bit of just going out and doing the work, Brian. So my hope is that something does come up. And you know, and that I don't have to go back. I mean, I love my job in the refuge. I've been there, as I say, 25 years. But I think it's vital that we don't let this post go. It's very, very important.
The final question: have you seen, in terms of domestic abuse and your support and fellow staff, have you seen an improvement in the issue, or has it got worse? I mean, what's your views on it as it presently stands at the moment in 2019?
I think there's no doubt that we have made headway in terms of society's understanding of domestic violence. I think we have a long way to go. I still think there are a lot of quarters where people's expectations are that the woman, the victim, changes in some way, that she leaves the home, that she alters her behaviour. And I think it's really important that we still remember that the blame lies with the perpetrator. So I think we've got to keep chipping away at that. There are some myths around domestic violence, like it's fuelled by alcohol, by mental health. All of those things are sheer myths. This is about clear and absolute intentional behaviour. So I think, yes, I see big improvements. Certainly there's improvements in terms of the judicial system, but they're slow and not enough, Brian.